Welcome in, everybody, and good morning to you. Hopefully, we're doing well today. It is Saturday, sippin' Saturday. Hopefully, you got your coffee. Hopefully, you're comfy in bed, comfy on the couch, doing chores. Whatever you're doing this morning. Glad you're tuned in here with me. We're gonna have a good time today. Back to oxygen not included. Oh, wrong button. Not quite. We're not ready to zoom on in yet. Gonna have our morning sip and chat. How we doing, chat? How's the start to our weekend? We having a good time? We ready? No, it's finally gotten cold where I am. I say finally like I'm expecting it and ready for it. I'm not. It's not something that I want. It's never anything that I want. We got our beverage. Got my coffee. Good old French press to start the day. Had to do a different bean this morning because I was too lazy to walk downstairs. I had I think it was like a holiday Starbucks blend. So baking spices and I think dark chocolate. It's pretty good. It's a medium blend, so it's not that that rich, bold darkness, that I usually go for. But that was downstairs, so far away. Just waking up me is not fond of that adventure, so maybe later, after stream, I'll venture down there and grind some up for tomorrow. How we doing though, chat? We awake? We not awake? Either one. Glad you're here. What did we watched a movie last night. Watched a Christian Bale. Was like the main character. We was like one of two main characters. And then the guy that played Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter series. He was the other guy. It was like an Edgar Allan Poe movie. It was pretty good. It was long. It was more like drawn out. So it wasn't like long, but it was good. Like me a Christian Bale movie. So it was just one of those like flipped through and found it. It was a good time. Be able to relax. Not a crazy like action Marvel kind of movie. But today, chat, we've got our new base here. We are going to try not to end up getting scalding hot water pumped into this base and killing our dupes off. We're going to try to maintain our food source. We got some bristleberries going over here. Growth halted because of light, I believe. Conditions improve. It's just because we haven't started. I was really confused for a second. I was like, Yeah, so we got a little setup here, and we're going to try to live off of bristleberries this playthrough. They tend to do a little bit better than the mealwood we had set up last run through. We'll probably still look at getting into some hatches. The barbecue, as we have found out, is top tier. Try to automate that a little bit better. Maybe try to find some pakus. Those fillets were pretty solid as well. Long-term goals, but right now we're trying to set this water up. We got our little pockets all drugged down in here. So it's kind of the goal today. Just get our footing set up and get things going. So if we got our coffee and we're ready to go, let's get going, chap. Let's bring her on in. I'm going to get rid of pretzel rocks. As much as I love chirp tunes. Thank you, chirp tunes. You're wonderful. There we go. Game audio. Turn it back up just a smidge. There we go. We're low on our skill points right now. I think let's double check this. We still need somebody to learn cooking. No, we did end up getting you. I want you to focus more on cooking for the time being. Colony summary. It's not raw. Nice. Yeah, so I want them to get our water situation figured out over here. Something else that we want to get accomplished is to try to figure out that deep freeze setup. The carbon dioxide. So then our food is going to get preserved a lot better. And we don't end up having food go to waste. I think right now we're going to be okay. But long term, maybe we do that right here. We haven't really done anything with this. Do a little dig out. Put our freezers here. Do we have that tech? Do we have the technology? I really want them to dig this out because I want you to focus on that. Ooh, suffocating. Oh, jeez. We cannot afford to lose a dupe right now. Oh, what did you do? Hurry! Hurry! Hurry, guys! Your friend is gonna die! If she dies, we're gonna reload. So I'm not about to... We're not doing it. How did she even get stuck like that? Alright, so what... I'm so upset about that. I don't even know what happened. You leave a dupe alone for like 5 seconds. And they die. I even put the ladders there. I don't understand how... she managed to do that. She's gonna do it again. I swear. I swear if you die again, I'm gonna be so mad. not having those suits, oof. I've been looking into it, talking with some amigos, trying to learn some things. The little there's jetpacks you can get, and then like they're the Atmos suits, but then you can fly and like, oh, that's big old crazy. Big old crazy. We need to get this sealed up so then our water level rises. Let's outsmart this. I want to push this water down in before we get everything built. Now, dupes, do what you gonna do. I think right here would be good for our... What's wrong with you? Insufficient water. Yeah, okay. Right here maybe for our little refrigeration area. So if we do... They're 2 tiles deep. We'll need a ladder and then 2 refrigerators. We don't have the refrigerator yet, so that's how it has to go. Sopping wet, I'm sorry, men. I'm sorry. And we're gonna have to get over here soon because we need a place to put our wastewater. I guess we could put it here. I just hate having like the base blocked up. I mean, that might be pretty useful having either side of the split here. Much more gunk. I feel like over here, the water is a little bit more accessible, right? Slime's a little bit more contained. Over here, the hole is a little bit more where our current level is. Man, I don't know, chat. What do we think? What do we think? I'm guessing it really doesn't matter either way. We're going to have to set up... Readability is at 100%. Don't give me that. We're going to have to set up some decent... filtration systems to manage it. So do we have our priorities set up? Schedule. We only got 3, so I'm okay with that. Skills. Ooh, you have 1. Let's get you into super hard digging. Drilling, we did that before we had to reset. Oh, whoops. Do a little ladder. Dupes can get down here. Carbon dioxide should end up settling down here. If I remember properly. Could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Let's get that yellow out of here. We're going to set these to 7, just so then they get taken care of. I want that all sweeped up. Want that all sweeped up. Just these places where they're constantly walking. Probably in their bedroom too, huh? Gives a kind of negative, not good effect. Let them work through that task. That'll do its thing down there. Alright, let's do some more view. Keep pushing our water in. Keep pushing the water in. Want you and you. Oh, they dug it out. Man. That's alright, I guess. I guess. These poor dupes, man. See my first playthroughs. I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, we need like 3 more dupes. And this would be wonderful. But now I know. Do not. Do not do that. Son. They eat? Don't eat my bristleberries, guy. That's not cool. Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea for us to lock him in there. Yikes. We're going to set to attack you. Got a little barbecue going. Just for a little bit of morale boost. Let's copy in 9. I'd probably hope if I speed this up, things might build quicker. I just get nervous. I've had too many people dying from not paying attention. Supercomputer, skill scrubber. We're going to try to use that this go around. Be a little bit better about managing our skills. Not getting people too... I don't even know what the best word to describe it is. Boom, there we go. Probably gonna have to move this. We could put a bottle emptier here. Put it on sweep only. So then any of this stuff that was sweep can end up in here. And barbecue forever, bristleberry forever, omelet forever. So anytime we just kill somebody, we have meat laying around. Our friends, our lovely little friends. Whoa. Turtle number 13 with a raid of 5 viewers. Welcome in, guys. How we doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a good day. What were you guys? Space Lizard Scruffy. Turtle raid. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Turtle, turtle. just finished cycle 269. Ooh. Very nice. How was that going? Turtle raid. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You getting into some crazy stuff? Surprisingly well. Ooh. You have not made it much past that point in the past, and I'm very lost. Hey, well, you know, we're going to get there all in time. My last playthrough, Chad and I made some very important discoveries about the game, and here we are in a new map. It it ended in a wonderful spiraling catastrophe. Do not do not pump 75 degrees Celsius water into your water pool and then forget about it. Chaos for sure, Space Lizard. 100%. Yeah, I was trying to cool down my oxygen. Set up a cooling loop to pump cool oxygen in. And yeah, I forgot about that. And next thing I know, it was like scolding. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Yeah, that whole area was like 80 degrees Celsius. You have one dupe we like to blame for digging up all the slime lung and letting loose in the blaze with everyone else to deal with. Yes. I mean, that's the easy way to deal with it, right? You just point fingers at one person, and then that's it, you know? You don't have to deal with it anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in, like, this map has me, like, it's just like a nasty swamp surrounded, like, everywhere. So, like, here real soon, we're going to have to deal with the slime lung, and it's not classic Nolan. I'm guessing Nolan got blamed for everything. Poor Nolan. You know, he probably shouldn't have gone and dug up the slime lung. I do. I think it's one cool steam vent. There's something right here, I thought. Natural gas geyser. And I thought there was one more I saw. It's probably hidden and I just can't see it right now. Is this it? No, that's coal. There's somewhere around here. There was one more. I haven't messed with the natural gas geysers yet. That's hot. I don't like messing with hot things. That makes things difficult. Nolan's a guy named after somebody that likes to go on adventures. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. As long as he's being productive, I guess, you know? He is technically digging up the slime and getting it out of the walls, so there is that. There is that. It could be worse. He could be eating it. At least he's sharing, you know, guys? He's sharing. And sharing is caring. He could be, you know, digging it up and just keeping it to himself. If anything gets dropped, broken, or dead, we've been blaming Nolan. I am not ready for another dupe. I think we take the Oxalite. I don't want the Pufflet because if he gets in, like, we start breaking open this, I don't have a way to, like, capture the Pufflet, and I break open this slime. I don't want more slime to deal with. I'm gonna just take that. That'll be useful at some point in time. Your slicksters kept dying because my CO2 vent is cold and they kept freezing. I think Nolan went over there and was rubbing like some icy hot on the vent, and then it would get, cold and it would freeze up. And then, your slicksters got cold then, and no more oil. But see, that was the problem. Nolan was nowhere to be found. He should have been there, taking care of his responsibilities. And he wasn't. And therefore, chain reaction of events, A to B to Z to, You see, it just snowballs down. That's what happens. This poor Ellie here. I think since like day one she's been sneezing. Germ-filled oxygen. Poor girl's allergic to oxygen. Chet, do you all play Oxygen Not Included? Or are we just having fun? R.I.P. Yeah, she's gonna have a rough time. Let's look into what are we gonna do here. Space Lizard, you play a bit? I feel like saying you play a bit is kind of like, I don't know if you've played Civilization. Like, oh yeah, just like, I'm going to play 3 more turns. You say that at like 2 p.m. and then next thing you know, it's midnight. I want to get a little decorations going. My last game, I did not pay attention to decoration. That's one thing here that we don't pay attention to is I don't click on this ever. We don't look at this screen. We ignore it. The dupes are fine. If they want to get their crayons out and they want to color on the wall and make things beautiful, that's their choice. Same thing. Just change that little P to an A in the numbers and, Ooh, 400 hours on Oxygen Not Included. So I got this game, I'm going to say about 2 months ago. I don't think I quite have 400 hours. But what do I have? It says I have 99. So close. Close. Change the 4 to a 1. Times it by 4. It's wonderful. My brother had it I think my brother got it when it came out, and he like begged me. He's like, dude, this is your game. You have to get it. He's like, I'm telling you, I know the games you play. I was like, yeah. But you buy other games and they sit in your categories, your library. You don't play them. And then finally, it's like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. Mainstreams are GTA 5, RP. Is that combination? I'm not sure what RP is. I mean, I definitely know what GTA 5 is. Oh, roleplay. Do. All right, I'm gonna drink some more coffee. Brain not work. 7,000 hours. I don't think I have anything anywhere close to 7,000 hours. I've got a good couple hundred hours in Civ 5. I got a good couple hundred hours in like City Skylines. He's branching out to us cool kids now too. World of War. Blah, blah, blah. I've never played that. I'm not sure if I would like. I'm not sure if that's one of those games where like I'd be like, and I'd be okay with it, and I would play it here and there, or if I would like be like this is me, and like it would absorb my life. City Skylines, like I got into it on the Xbox, so like just straight vanilla. None of the DLCs came out yet, and like it absorbed my life. And then I got a PC, and like the mods and assets and everything that you can get into and just make your city so much crazier and better is unbelievable. And that's the thing, like with World of Warcraft, like I can see that going either way because I played a lot of Skyrim. And like I know the way that that game got, and yeah, mind blown. Crazy. Yeah, City Skyline gets like to the point where you have to stop yourself. Because as soon as something breaks or like the game gets updated, then like you have to go through like 250 mods and assets to figure out what's wrong. And you're like, okay, well, it looks like I'm not playing this today. I don't want to spend the next hour and a half trying to figure out what's wrong with my game. All right, let's get some research. I want to get that filter. Where are you, filter? Oh, you're way out here. We need to get dealing with some slime. This map dead, new map every update, yeah. I've got the, thinking of new maps, I bought the Spaced Out DLC for this, and I want to play it so bad, but I have yet to get even far enough into a map without that DLC in a playthrough here to even consider like enabling the DLC to make the game harder. I'm like, yeah, no. Well, let's go like get some solid oil production down and like have solid food supplies going, and then I'll consider going and like building rockets and establishing other colonies. Like I like, let's not get too crazy. Yeah. Don't the isn't there another stage of research, and then don't the little blue guys, the Wheezeworts, aren't they like radioactive now too? Like those two things alone, I'm like, that seems like a lot. Maybe let's get solid food supplies down first. Build some rockets. Nice, 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 nice. We want to do some of this. So I really want to focus this playthrough on doing a lot better with my decor. It was honestly a legit joke in stream that the dupes are on their own as far as decorating. Yeah, because like right now I can go and like just run around and grab the Wheezeworts, and like that's not a problem at all. Nolan likes to spend his free time standing in the radiation pit of Wheezeworts. You should build him a little like shrine. Just put like a couple Weesports right in a row for him. Just like one little empty spot. Put like a chair or something. Do we have like a little chair or something? A little pedestal? Put a little pedestal there for him. Just be like Nolan's spot. Or a mess table. Be like, that's his spot he can eat. You'll be looking at your second planet and get a radiation warning and it's just Nolan standing there. He's got some, I don't even know. I don't have one for that. That's he just enjoys, he's a man of nature. He enjoys spending time with all of the creatures of the world, you know? That's his vibe. He must be the center of attention. What do we have to do to get the... I really don't want to build more. Alright, so not too far. I don't want to keep building storage bins. And you don't want him to die, because, like, he does actually do some useful things. But at the same time, it's like, hey man, come on. We should probably put our storage bin down there for contaminated bits. Chat, and if we see me doing some funky things, you're more than welcome to pipe up. I feel like you should do like better Nolan, but it has to be like negative. Just because he does all the goofy things. Like Nolan negative 2.0. Just because he's a goofball. Yeah. That's why I'm like holding off on building the storage bins. I've got this set up for cold storage. We learned that the hard way. I kept having food dying, and then I want to put the other storage, the dropper thing, over here, down in some water. Apparently I didn't build my other computer. That was one of the nifty chat contributions. It really was a big game changer. That and the bristleberries. Chat, let me know the bristleberries are a little bit better than the mealwood. So we're going to try to run with bristleberries. Bristleberries come from the bristle blossoms. We're going to try to run with that this go around. Chat has been chef's kiss. Coming in with some crazy ideas. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to like quarantine off the base pretty much at our like heat outline here. I don't want to dig into the depths. Pimps to plant for you, but they take so long to micromanage. Yeah, and the micromanaging of something like that usually is where you end up with Nolan standing over there in the radiation. And you don't want that. My thing that happens when I do that is like I'll end up be digging somewhere and it'll be like way down here where there's only like carbon dioxide, and somebody will like, I'll build little like bridges out here for somebody to get out here, and they'll just run across the dirt, and then they'll dig this part out here, and then somebody else will come and like dig this spot, and then now the dude's stranded out there and he suffocates and dies. And I'm like, guys, I made you a path. Like you have this wonderful way. Gah, gah. Like, well, you deserve to die. Boom. That should be good. Hopefully that'll get it out of the base. Usually try grub fruits early game if you can. I don't know if I have a grub fruit. I don't even know if I paid attention to grub fruit. Does not look like I have grub fruit. Let's open up the book of all. Grub fruit. If I can spell. Grub. Food. What am I missing here, chat? I'm lost. I'm gonna try to hang out. Maybe only DLC. It could be. Pip egg, mirth leaf seed. We're gonna go with the seeds. Just because they're gonna run around and I'm gonna end up killing them. We'll get some more at some point in time when I'm ready. Yeah, we'll see new friends and then we'll get attached to them. And at some point in time, it's gonna come to a point where we don't have enough food and it's gonna be between friends and food. And that scale is gonna tip ever so slightly one way. And it's gonna be real sad. It's gonna be a real sad day. Who is idle? You need a job? Let's give you a job. Let's dig. Let's do a little digging up here. And I hate to kill our friends before we have to. I want, as soon as we get the filtration, I want to bust this open, get a polluted water setup going so we can dump that and get actual bathroom set up. Paku are food, not friends. Yeah, I was told, so our last map I didn't have that set up, but I did have like a Paku living in my polluted water, and they would like die when they got old, or the pump would suck up enough water that they would die, and we would get the fillets from it, and we were surviving off of that at the end until our cook died, and then everybody died. R.I.P. So that's one of my goals, is I want to try some different food sources this time around. I want to try to get a Paku setup going. We successfully got the hatch setup going, so we had plenty of coal to run our power, which was pretty cool. Didn't have to worry about that. That was real fun to figure out too. There's a mod for pips to show where they can plant. It's in like a new overlay. Yeah, Yeah, so I did end up for this playthrough getting a couple mods. What did we get here? It was like an advanced generators mod. It makes a... You end up with... It's another... it looks like the hydrogen generator, but you put... I think you put in hydrogen, and it helps cool down the room. So we'll be able to cool things down a little bit better. That's one of my things that I struggle with. So I got that. And then there was something else. I don't remember. I'd have to look. There was like 2 mods I grabbed with things to like help manage things a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just little things that I like saw from the like last 2 playthroughs. I want to say the one was an interface thing. I could be wrong. Deodorizer, there we go. The airlock doors mod. Ooh. I'm going to write that one down. Take a look at it. I try not to get too crazy into mods because sometimes you can like unknowingly get into a mod and then it kind of like breaks the game and then it's not fun. Airlock doors mod. And not like knowing a crazy amount about the game in like the later stages. I don't want to like progress too much. Ooh. That's pretty cool. I'm going to work this too. I'm doing the little like the water airlock step thing. Yeah. The water locks. That's what they're called. Those water locks are super. My opinion, they're a little OP, but they're nice. I wrote down the airlock doors mod because I'm going to go take a look. Because that would be nice. Because the water locks take up a lot of room. And having the little doors, that would be pretty nice. All right, so I want to kind of mirror this setup here, but polluted water is always smaller. So I'm thinking just a little bit smaller. I'm thinking probably about half the size in height. We'll just fill this up and raise the water up. We're going to have to deal with that. It's going to be a good time. We'd run power. Run power down. Let's look at our floral scent. Water locks always felt a little cheaty. Why should you have to exploit a game mechanic to be an airlock when there's a door card? Yeah, that is a good point, Space Lizard. That is a very good point. That is, touche on that. That is kind of exploity on the mechanics. Yeah. I feel like that, yeah. I feel like a door, the function of a door in an airlock should, and like logically, good luck with water locks on Oceania. Yeah. Like water locks should, or airlock should be the better approach to that. So I've never seen an ocean map. Is it literally just like water? Like everything's water, or do you get like pockets of the different biomes? Where are we at? Are we still researching? Yeah. Let's go get our storage so we can get that out of the way. And we also get refinement out of that too, which is nice. I'm going to set one of these. Where are you at? Oxygen. So that can start a little bit up here. Hopefully that sneezing will stop. And then we're going to put one where this floor level is going to be down here. We'll set up kind of a station here. Put our first deodorizer like so. We'll try to start tackling this slime biome. How are we looking on our algae? 11.5 tons. Breathability is taking a hit. Or so it says. I don't know if I'm ready. It's not fully all water, but damn, there is so much. You have to do tanks on either side of your base. Like a 50 by 100. And you started just above the oil biome. Ooh. Ooh. That's gotta be. That's gotta put everything you know to test. Like that's gonna be a. That's field research. We're gonna start expanding out. I'm the type of person that I hate seeing the little exclamation points. So I have to click on it just to get it away. Otherwise it's gonna bug me. Like, why? Why are you there still? Go away. These little things kills me. It kills me. I need that thing researched. And that water coming in too, I've noticed with the dupes, a lot of times when you have like a block set up, like over here, if I would have them set up to like build this here, somebody will come over, and even if it's the dupe that's set for like digging and building, they'll come over and they'll dig this out and then go back and then come back over and build it. So if this is water on the other side, I can only imagine water's coming in and then like it's going to be there for a minute and then come back, and like having to deal with that. You opened a tank to lava just to see how much it would take to turn to steam. It hardly made a dent. Wow. 20 to 30 minutes. So you're talking a 50 by 100 tank, and you open it up to lava and the temperature didn't even hardly rise. Sandbox mode for science. I instantly just started singing Bill Nye in my head. Bill, 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 Bill. Yeah. 32 degrees. Yeah, that's a lot of like conversion there. That heat conversion. Quinn, who are you? We're going to go ahead and max you out there. Because we already have somebody that can do some digging. To pay the bills. If you guys don't know the Bill Nye song, I'm really sorry for you. That's your task for the day. Go look up Bill Nye. I would hope you do. Space Lizard, good. Every you know, it's getting more and more frequent now, you know. We're getting older. It's getting more and more frequent. The population that doesn't is growing larger. It's like, no. Why? How? Yeah, my 75-degree water that ended up killing my map, it was probably this big. And it was full. And I had a cooling setup with a steam turbine in the aqua tuner, and it was running in. It was probably a good 5 or 6 blocks tall. And it took probably 3 hours of us playing for it to like drop it down like 20 degrees. So I can only imagine a 50 by 100 trying to get it to go up to steam. Chain deconstruct is a mod. Works on getting rid of ladders, wires. Ooh. Kind of like sand in Minecraft. You knock out one and the whole thing falls. You put a torch underneath of it. Ooh. See, these kind of mods, like, I'm all for this kind of stuff. Like quality of life, 100%. Chain deconstruct. The little generator mod that I got, I was pretty hesitant about at first, but it's one of those ones where like it's kind of pretty useful, and it's not like too overpowered. Ooh. See, everybody keeps telling me, like, go look at the mods, go look at the mods. I'm like, guys, I play City Skylines. I know what happens when I go look at the mods. Next thing I know, it's like 4 hours later. I'm like, yeah, that one's good. That one's good too. Bada boom, bada bing. The mid-game hump is, that's it's a challenge, but it's fun. Like, the game is wonderfully rewarding in that aspect. It's not a game where you're, oh, thank you. It's not a game where you're, like, you get overly frustrated with it because it's enjoyable to play, even when you do mess up. believe that's good. I could be 100% wrong. We're going to find out. And of course, they go to sleep. No salt mines. Unless we take Nolan. That poor guy. He apparently missed onboarding. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have the difficulties he's having. This is why you show up for your first day of work, guys. If you don't, you run into these problems. We probably should have... We probably should have built all this before this. Whoops. We like to build things backwards here. It's good practice for the dupes, you know? They build it, they take it down, they build it again. Let's wait. You know? It's all about the reps, you know? The more you do something, the better you get at it. It's like how your work wants you to have like so many hours of training every year. You know? This is training right here. You take it down, you do it again. Let's get a research selected. They build it, Nolan breaks it. Repeat. Yeah, see, he must be the training coordinator. What else do we want? Just ensuring that everybody gets those hours in. Let's get some automation in because we probably want to go, I'm thinking power. Get into some power. So we're going to want smart batteries. Maybe critter ranching next. I don't know. I guess it really doesn't matter. We got to deal with this slime first. All right. Big old scary. I'm gonna... try to be smart about this. I'm gonna try to contain it a little bit. See if we can't. You like playing with automation? Yeah. Automation is really fun. Have you ever played Satisfaction Turtle? It's not quite the, like, gates and kind of stuff like automation has, but it's very, like, shipping and production oriented. And it is so good. I've got way too many hours into that. I want all slime in here. Yeah, Satisfactory is a... Oh, not all. Not all. Satisfactory is one that's super good. Let's pause. Organics, I do not want in here. Satisfactory, like, you can get into some crazy stuff. And it's like a run around first person. Got some baddies in it, but you really honestly don't really have to mess with the baddies in there. So, Space Lizard Satisfactory is another game that you're way too addicted to. Yeah. Satisfactory too, like you get into building some like big factories and like you're just like hours into it. Stationeers. I've honestly never heard of it. Tell me more. Alright, so kick all of you out. Honestly, we should just disable everything. Oop. Whoop, wrong button. Go to a moon base, build generators and mining drills. You automate for the mid-late game. Is it similar to... Oh, there was a game that just... Excuse me. There was a game that just kind of came out and everybody was playing. You built like a little station platform. And you had to like build it up and collect asteroids and automate stuff. Is it kind of similar to that, but I'm guessing you're like stationary on a moon? A little more focused on base building. Our water is a little lower than I thought it was going to be. Too much liquid. I love that. Why? How? Replace, replace. Looking at like, I like looking, oh, apparently this one doesn't. I've seen a bunch of these before with like some pretty crazy like wiring and automation setups. So what I'm bathroom wise, I want to get this polluted water set up here for where my polluted water is going to be, and then get my pipes set up. And then when I end up with my toilets pretty much right above it, and then I want to do the showers above that, so then I can pump water to them, and then the polluted water just dumps below. Everything's kind of contained right in this area. And then my water, what is it, the water sieve? I can unlock it apparently still. Can be right in this area too. Trying to do a lot better of thinking about like permanent base layouts than just kind of plopping everything down. Like these two rooms is how I want them to be set up. And this room, this layer is getting wiped out. This layer, I haven't decided about this one yet. The similar games list is Satisfactory, Astroneer, Cosmoteer, Space Engineers, Factorial Raft, and Rimworld. Okay. I've got a good idea. We got a pretty solid idea. Yeah. I feel like that entire list is a list of games where like you honestly pick one and you play it because you get sucked into it and it takes like hours of your time, and then you're like, I gotta finish this. So you like you don't go and play another one. Yeah, because it's no pun intended, but it's satisfying, right? You get the satisfactory of watching them start and finish this like massive layout of like just appeasing layouts of factories and builds, and like just to sit there watch them on stream like lay all of this out. Like, oh, I'm gonna take 700 iron per minute, run it halfway across the map through 2 different modes of transportation into a building. Let's go lay these tracks out. Let's go lay this out. Like, the end result and the journey there is just, yeah, it is the little there's something, I think it's the little Pakus. I think they're the little cutest ones. The little tropical guys. The graphics are extremely cute. See if I can't do a little I think that's honestly what I was the most surprised by, was how like cute the graphics were, but not like overly cute to the point where I was like, I don't know about this. It's well done. The like little high fives and like chit chatting they do when they're like hanging out with each other. It's like, oh, now I feel bad when you suffocate. Most games I would be like, oh no, they died. Oh geez, chat, whatever shall we do? Print new duplicate. I think the worst part is when you have to build a little like monument tomb thing, and they all go over there and they cry next to it, and I'm like, scroll over here. That little animation is they did that to us on purpose. That's all I can say about that one. All right, let's break into here. They did that on purpose. Imagine just like beyond the walls of this asteroid, in an unmarked location on a map, there's a rainy, gloomy asteroid full of cloned Nolans. And that's where the Nolans come from. And they just get shipped in. As soon as one dies, shipping on in, boys. The man, the myth, the legend. There's only one original Nolan. He's out there somewhere. Someday you'll find him. He's just going to be hanging out on a planet somewhere. Him and his unaltered son. Just chilling, doing their things. Terrorizing the asteroid belt. Just trying to make a living. We should make a story. You guys should make a story about that. I'm sure it would make a lot of money. A lot of money. Oh, he is Django the Boba Fett. No, no, he is Nolan. I don't know this Django that you speak of. You gotta watch, the mouse is gonna come for us. You cannot speak freely of these things. Yeah. I know, I was just... I was referencing, South Park. When they go and visit Mickey Mouse in China. Don't anger the mouse. It's one of my favorite things that they've ever done. Sand. We're doing okay on holding in. We're not doing okay on holding it in. Never mind. I spoke way too soon. Yeah. That was a big sag. Ooh, this. Oh, that's such a score. Let's dig this out and plant these up here. Yeah, they all went to... It's all on Paramount now, right? Because it was on HBO. Or is it on HBO and Paramount? I don't exactly remember. I just know anytime I want to watch it, I've got to like do this dancing routine around streaming services, like almost everything that you want to watch. Was it this channel? Nope, 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 it's this one. So everything always like moves. Yeah, yeah. I just need one to rule them all. Let's figure something out here, guys. Yeah, but I hate commercials. And I hate the cable company almost just as much. So... Ugh. Excuse me. It's one of those, like, just grr things, right? They gotcha. You really can't do, like, you just, it's like, well, shucks. You got me. We're gonna plant our thimbleweed seeds up here just to get them going. Irrigation. I would like to get the like irrigated tiles set up, but it's gonna take a little bit. What do we got pre-ordered game-wise this year, guys? Is there anything that we're just overly hyped for? I know everybody and their moms is probably asking this, but I like to hear. I know there's a couple. There's two. There's two games this year that are like my must-have games of the year. Okay. I just recently got The Forest, and I've been playing it a little bit. I played it last night on stream. It was pretty fun. It looks good. The Sons of the Forest looks good. Like, it looks really good. That's a good multiplayer game, too, so. I've only seen the trailer, so I haven't been as up to speed on exactly what that's going to entail. But knowing, I've watched a lot of people play the other one, I can imagine like a general kind of sense. I can imagine what's going to go on. I could be totally wrong. It does look really good though. Like just the graphics. The graphics look crazy. They put a good amount of time into that. My first, I've been waiting way too long for it. And instead of a full delivery package, we're getting early access and development updates. Is Kerbal. Okay, Kerbal Space Program 2. I love the first one. I cannot wait for this. Just a totally new, revamped, just other solar systems now too. Like, ooh. Updated graphics, new, just everything. It got delayed like 4 times, which I'm okay with. After, you know, Cyberpunk, take your time. I'm okay with it coming out early access and you guys working on it and getting feedback from us. 100% okay. And like the thing that's gonna make this game is that it's gonna have multiplayer. And like my siblings and I all like sat around and like played it and designed rockets. Like we had a chalkboard and like we listed out steps and like don't forget the parachute, because you spend an hour launching a rocket around the moon and coming back and you come into the atmosphere and you know you get all the way down and you don't have a parachute and you crash into the ground and you get angry. So being able to like all of us play multiplayer, that's going to be sick. That's going to be really sick. We're probably going to crash into each other, but it's going to be hilarious. Super pumped for that. That honestly is probably the game I have the most hours in. It's probably between that and City Skylines. I did not say I'm good at Kerbal Space Program. I have the most hours in it. There's a defining line there. There's a heavy defining line. Why are we not storing this? And then Hogwarts Legacy. Big Harry Potter fan. I grew up when the books came out, just at the right age. In that, like, they keep putting little snippets out of that game. And I've been waiting for just a good open world. It's going to be fantastic. Kerbal's fun. Like, and it's pretty physics accurate. Like, but it does a really good job of like entry level, like getting you into there and explaining things and allowing you to have fun. And like, if nothing else, you strap some rocket stuff together and launch it into space, and like your rocket blows up or it like tumbles around and spins out of control, and like You're like, oh, that's pretty crazy. And then of course there's mods and like you can just download people's rockets. It's a lot of fun. You end up getting your astronauts stuck in space and you're like, huh, well then. Looks like I don't have another astronaut. I'm gonna have to build an autonomous rocket to somehow go and grab this rocket because I don't have any docking ports and like drag it back into an orbit that's low enough that it's gonna re-enter the atmosphere to save my astronaut. And meanwhile, your little Kerbal is just like sitting in there and he's just like, you're like, bro, I would be freaking right now. It's a good time. It's a good time for sure. Then you go on YouTube and you watch some YouTuber play it and they're like, I'm gonna launch to the moon in one stage, and you're like, man, don't flex on me like this. They've got like 4 rocket pieces put together and they go land on the moon and come back and they don't even like detach anything. Just like, okay. All right, big sad. I think Kerbal is like a super marked down right now, Turtle. You could probably go get it for like super cheap. I think the DLCs, I think there's like 3 DLCs that you would have to end up getting, and they add a really good amount of content. All in all, I think for like, I'm not even going to try to give you a price. I honestly don't know. It's been so long since I've like bought anything for it that I don't even know what it's at anymore. And honestly, Epic will probably have it for free at some point in time, just because the new one's going to come out soon. So you might just keep your eye out on that. Let's get the fridge. Guys, I've been staring at that fridge. Didn't even know that it was that close. Do we have 1 unit? Let's go ahead and cook one. Let's get a little boost for our dupes. I like this, getting ahead on our Atmos suit production there. I think maybe 1 more floor, and then I'm going to cap this off. Go ahead and put the tiles that we don't have. We're going to need to get the insulated tiles in. We're going to go ahead and make this the top. For a second, I thought that was that other vent I was looking for earlier. It's somewhere. It is somewhere out here. I've yet to find any of the volcanoes. My last playthrough, I had a good amount of things dug out. Didn't have a volcano near. So like I had to like really dig and like prioritize what I was building with my ores, because they were scarce. And that was a struggle. So I'm hoping we have some close. Even like one of them. So if I can build like just an iron would be great. So then we can make steel stuff. That would be just phenomenal. I'm trying to hold off on doing some building stuff right now because I want them to try to start sweeping up some of that stuff and putting in here so we don't get as much negative effects from all of those, all of the just junk laying around everywhere. Trying to get things cleaned up a little bit. Clean base is a happy base. I like Notter's chat. I like that. And then I want to dig. Just dig. Dig and get things ready so we can just build. Can we? Nope. No. Why would I be able to mop that up? Silly. Silly me. Something I learned from the last playthrough too is that we're going to work on building a big, like, hot sauna room. We're going to put all of our heat producing industry things in there and just let it just heat some water and things up and throw some steam things on top and produce some energy out of it and hopefully keep all of that out of our base. I had like a row of like 5 power generators. Ooh. Yeah, oil is like the next step for me to get into and explore. I was so close. So close. Like I was just like digging an area out and like getting into it. And then, yeah, that scalding issue came up and all my crops failed and we didn't have any food. And big sad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was running Drecos for plastic. Who was trapped where? That was also some of the issue. Relying on Drecos for plastic, you gotta make sure they stay alive. And when you run out of food, yikes, you kind of start having to pick. Then I like the like you were talking about, Turtle, the getting into like the automation and like building and doing things. I really want to do more with that. Set up some like crazy factory line sets and have fun with a bunch of that. Can we? Don't want to pick that up. Can we clean the base up, please? I'm sorry, Sneezy. We are cleaning up as much as we can. You're in sweep only, yes. Everything else is in here. Drecos? Drecos were hard. I didn't quite understand them at first, and I refused. I was stubborn, and I refused to look anything up. So I struggled through that. It was rewarding, though. I can be set that way sometimes, you know? It can be more adventurous and let's get these set up. Interesting to try to figure things out that way, because sometimes you run into something. Yeah, that's fun too. A lot of stuff that when I play Minecraft on my own with my siblings, we'll do that. We'll find a farm and like, okay, this is how the mechanics work. Because like that, if you just copy something, then you're just copying it and you're not doing anything fun. If you reverse engineer it, then you can do something a little more exciting. We're gonna build some steps up here. Build 2 or 3 machines for industry room. Realize how they flow together in an ecosystem. Yeah. Yeah, like the self-powered oxygen setup, and then like pumping the hydrogen out to the generator, and like how that whole system like relies on getting the hydrogen out, but then the generator needs to be actively producing power. The power has to be actively like consumed for the generator to keep running, so then the hydrogen keeps getting sucked out. For sure. That definitely makes everything more fun. Gives you something to do when you got to try to figure something out. Yeah. Single bridge. Are you talking about the wire bridge? Or is this something more involved? See, I was just pumping the line just straight out. I've learned something. Because I know they have the priority set to the bridge. So if you have a bridge on the line, then it always goes... The bridge is the one that the gas flow goes through first. Learned that the hard way. I'm hoping this actually works. I'm hoping I have it set up in a good spot. We've got some carbon dioxide down there. As the dupes go down here more, I would imagine it'll fill up more as they run across here. They'll breathe and it'll drop. Bridge always goes white to green. Yeah, those arrows. I personally, I don't like how the arrows will set up, but I figure it out. I think the arrows could maybe be improved on a little bit. You can plumb from inside the bridge on the white side. So only if the green side is full, it sends extra gas. Sends away extra gas. It's a nifty little setup. I will have to remember that. We probably should have put our food storage a little bit closer. That's okay. That is, I can see where that is, that'll save that line. Yeah. Yeah. Put a couple of those little checkers on there. Where it checks to see if things are the right temp or open, or what else do we got? I don't have any of the automation things. Never mind. We're going to destroy these. Very, very nifty. I think my very first map, I accidentally locked one of these shine bugs in the bedroom. And then it kept like flying up here at the top and I couldn't kill it. And it was like 20 cycles before the dupes were able to kill it. For some reason, I didn't think about having them build across this top layer here. So then it would come down and they could be able to kill it. But my dupes didn't sleep for like 20 cycles. It was hilarious. I was so mad. And then as soon as I did that, I didn't pay attention and I got a dupe that had the snoring trait and it picked the center bunk. And then it kept everybody up. Let's work on our little tank down here a little bit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna call this our tank. Probably close it off here. We'll put our sieve up here, so go ahead and do like so. Probably put a door. I like to try to keep the gases and everything trapped in here. Ladder, space for the water to dump out. Fine. Probably should have done a water thing here, shouldn't I? That's probably a better way to trap the gases in here. Right, so this is going to be the bottom. Step up. Step up. Excuse me. And we'll get this little deodorizer moved. And we'll shift this over. I should have built this first. I think this is a better way to worry about the gases, because that door's going to let it out. What do we think, chat? Is this a proper usage? Are we on board? Then we have to put a water pump on each side. Yeah. I want to at least do this like once. And then oh, you're gonna die. And then I'm probably gonna go with the airlocks after that. Because that makes, to me, that makes a lot of sense. Just so that I know how to do it, and like I have a good example and work through of it, in case for some reason the mod stops working. Yeah, it's gonna destroy this one. So do I need to build this higher? Because I was gonna get rid of the pump after I put it in there. It's gonna drop our water in here. Because you need what? A little bit of water here, a little bit of water here, and a little bit of water here. Pump from the left side. Captain Moeller, welcome into chat. Pump from the left side, you say. Hopefully you're having a good day. It's a dupe mate tile. Oh, I accidentally deleted everything. So do I not need water on this tile then? So I thought you needed water on this one and this one. I guess if there's water on here, gas can't get through because this block is considered a liquid. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, you'll fill this one up, and then it'll fill into both these blocks. Nice. Captain Moeller, thank you. That was top tier. Appreciate it. Nice. I'm going to throw this here so then they can still reach us. Let's jump that up a little bit. And then I want to end up putting this as actual tiles, so I'm going to make them sweep this up a little bit higher priority so it doesn't fall down. Only need a small bit of water on the step unless you have something serious to airlock. So I'm guessing then the higher the pressure for the air, the bigger the chance it's going to end up coming out, and that's why you would need more water. you aren't reaching, and that is our problem. I'm going to deconstruct you. Air pressure doesn't matter, but heat. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. So the heat then, because it'll turn it into steam, and the more water you have, the less likely that becomes an issue? Let's get you guys a little bit higher priority. You are going to be sweep only and polluted water. Should probably check my priority before I start going. Throw my dupes into a panic. Yeah, if you're thinking hot, but any state change can cause an issue even if it freezes. Yeah, I've had some water freeze on me before. All of a sudden I look and it's just, you know, water go bye-bye. And it's just blocks of ice all of a sudden. Like, hello? Hello? I love that though. Like, I love the physics kind of things of that. Don't let your water get too cold. It's gonna freeze. Like, oh, yes. That's like an actual thing. My brain can wrap itself around that. Don't think we need this quite yet, so I'm going to go with grilling 2 there. And we're going to go... Ooh, hold on. Chat, you got to keep an eye on me, because sometimes I just like, this looks great, and I click on it, and then I'm not paying attention to our morale. So she'll be okay, but we're going to have to work on morale after that. Could always eat it. That's my thought process. We're gonna eat the eggs. Turn them into omelets. How many we got there? 2? I don't have any need for those guys yet. Chat, before I eat these, should we save them? Do you want to save them for any reason in the next, what, like 10 cycles before they become an issue? We could hatch them and they could run around the base. I'm okay if we want new friends. We won't eat these ones if you want. We got some space for some decor. I said I was going to work on that. No. Can we do a wall pot? Hatching seems like a better idea. We'll leave it there then. Because barbecue is good. Okay, so we are eating. I like it. Let's get that +3 food, right? Barbecue is +3. Quality good. +3. Heck yeah. Can we enable auto bottle? Silly me. Can we get some water in here, please? Because we need to start trying to lock this up. Then we'll have some cute little, still eating, just later. For sure. And in the meantime, we'll have some cute little critters running around, right? Some cute little friends. I really want you to clean up the base a little bit, guys. Please, thank you. Oh no, stop. Turn off. Disable building. So much confused. What did were we not just Is it because I have the nozzle in the block? Okay, it is filling up. We're just kind of spilling it everywhere in the process, which I guess is just a side effect that we're going to live with. Not exactly how I wanted that to play out, but I guess we could put a block here and be smart about this. Let's solve a problem. Water's spilling out, so let's stop the water from spilling out. Doi. Whoops. I do that frequently. My job, getting out of a command, requires the escape button, and so, 8 hours a day I hit escape all day long, so that muscle memory. Do something, escape, do something, escape. That's just doesn't go away. Does not go away. Runa Cat, first time chat, welcome in. How are you today? Let's see if this does not spill water everywhere. Good to hear. I'm doing well. Doing well. It's a wonderful Saturday. It's a little cold outside, but we're all cozy inside, so it's a-okay. Welcome in. We're doing some sipping and building on a new base. We killed our dupes off in our last base in a very spectacular fashion, so we're going to try not to repeat that. How's your Saturday? Not the good sipping. Just coffee. Saturday is our sippin' Saturday. Get some nice hot coffee to start the morning off and drink our coffee and play some video games. So I am fairly new. But as someone that is fairly new, I will say the biggest thing I have learned is to not get more dupes. I wanted to constantly get more dupes. So like right now I'm like, oh, this, we need more people to get water for this. We need more people to get this swept up. And like I'd be like, okay, this cycle came up, like, okay, that's a pretty good dupe. And I would get another dupe. And then like right now, cycle 38, the first couple playthroughs, I would have like 8 dupes. And like I don't have a good food setup going and like that kind of stuff. And like it was not a good thing. So be very careful and selective on how many and how quick you get your dupes. Captain Muller 4 is fine for the first 50 cycle. So go with that. Go with 4. That's the first time I've ever gone with a water lock, so I am pretty happy with this. We're going to see how well... I told you to stop. We're going to see how well this works. I've always done doors before, so... Captain Muller with the first 50 cycles and the 4 dupes. Is that primarily for trying to get food set up? We got 1,000 in the bottom. Yeah, five meal ice for each dupe, which was a lot. And I've actually learned that like meal ice isn't a really good source to go with. So I've actually, like this playthrough, I'm not even going to try to do meal ice. I'm running strictly off of bristle blossoms. Because later game, the like temperature and everything, and like it doesn't even provide your dupes with any positive like food benefits from it. So like I'm not even going to invest the time and effort into it. I'm going to go bristle blossoms and get into hatches and pakus. Hatches for the coal, and then you can turn them into food, and then the pakus I've here are good for it as well. Doing an all challenge run this time, so I can't plant anything and need to eat 400,000 calories from ranching. Ooh, that'll be pretty fun. That'll be real fun. So you can't plant anything. Now, can you set, Captain Muller, can you set so like anything that's already planted, can you harvest? It's a tricky start on a radioactive ocean planet. Space Lizard, you build the biggest farm you can and then another 3 and then panic later. Yeah, that's how I started my first one. I built just a massive farm setup and then didn't pay attention to the heat and panicked because it was too hot, nothing grew. And then I died. And here we are. Runa Cat, how are you coming along with your playthrough? Ooh, I like that. I know Turtle, I don't know if Turtle is still here, was talking about trying to get the pips to plant for you. So that would be real fun. That's a good challenge. Not being able to plant anything and trying to get the pips to plant for you. Ooh, and then kill them and eat their meat as well. That would be a real good... Need to disable this building. Oh, you've never played. Oh, I thought you were just starting out, so you had like a base going. Ooh. So are you going to start it up? Did you just get the game going then? Or are you looking? You're at 390,000 last playthrough. You almost made it. What happened that you died, Captain Muller? Dumping water in there, good. Alright, so I want to dig. Let's get research going to get the sieve so we can turn our water back, polluted water back into water. Where are you? Where are you? Over here. Cool. You finally got interested in it. I want to see Vertical Rim World. I've been seeing a lot of RimWorld videos pop up in my feed lately, and I've been like catching little snips as I'm like hovering over the video of it, and it's been kind of piquing my interest. But I've got like so many other video games on my wish list. I'm like, ugh. It's one of those things where it's like, do I like the ever-growing wish list? You can see the achievement in your printing pod. It's carnivore. Oh. That's pretty cool. Alright, I want to finish cleaning up here, and then we're going to go and go about cleaning, not cleaning, we're going to finish cleaning words. We're going to get our bathroom line set up here, and I want to get in like functional bathroom set up over here so then we don't have to worry about our kind of gross setup here. Carnivore. I want to see this carnivore set up. Where is our... I know I can get to it from here. Carnivore. Are these the Great Escape? This is like this playthrough, right? This is my goal. I've yet to ever actually hit this. I want to like launch a dupe out. This is it. This map. I don't care what I have to do. I'm doing it. So carnivore. Have duplicants eat 400,000 kilocalories of critter meat before the 100th cycle. That's a solid challenge. Captain Moeller, that's solid. You have to check back in and let me know how that's going. I want to know when you actually complete that. That's a solid. The just critter meat and the 100 cycles. Morale, good. We're checking in okay on there. You've done it before on easier asteroids. You said you're on a radiated... Every time I try to scroll back up through chat, I forget to click out of the game. Radiated ocean planet? Captain Moeller said, those first planets, too easy. It's part of the DLC. Yeah, I got the DLC and I really looked into it and I was like, maybe I should get to like launching somebody off the planet first, like get the polymer, get like actually through the mid-game hump, and then, you know, and then I'll activate the DLC. I don't want to deal with radioactive Wheezeworts and deeper science. Is this producing... I unfortunately have somebody that's allergic to oxygen, so I now have to be careful of what we plant, because Ellie here, she sneezes at everything. But she had really good stats to start off with, so I was like, alright. You have, Runacat, you have 3,000 hours in RimWorld? You still haven't finished the game? So is RimWorld kind of like one of those games like Factorio where like you just kind of keep going and going and going? Can you just like never really like finish it and get through it. Bridge. Or is there a definitive end? $3,000 hours. Getting off planet is tough in RimWorld. You can basically ignore it. I like that. I like that kind of stuff. Because, like, getting into a game and, like, putting a bunch of time into it, I appreciate the fact that there's an end, but, like, if I want to keep going, let me keep going, you know? Let me go. Like, I recently got Frostpunk, and I've been trying that out to play it. And I know there's a definitive end in that, but I think one of the DLCs ends up giving you, like, I think it's an endless mode. Which is pretty cool. That game's kind of unforgiving, though. I've been testing that one out. The temperature swings and dips, that's it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, getting a new fresh run at things. Especially if your like last playthrough you didn't quite hit it right. You've got some new things to try out. It's like my last playthrough. I learned a lot. Learned how to set some things up. I really learned some good systems. I play RimWorld like people play Dwarf Fortress. Your computer just never turns off and it's just constantly on. Diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy, diggy hole. True. True. It's probably like how I play City Skylines. We were talking about that earlier. I don't have 3,000 hours into City Skylines. I don't know if I've broken the 1,000-hour mark yet, but I've got a good, it's close. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. I mean, if you're going full dwarf, like some of the dwarven keeps, beautiful, beautiful, and elaborate too. Like, I wish. Now this is me. I wish they would spend more time, anytime like Lord of the Rings or anything, show the dwarven keeps. Like, show me the dwarven keeps. Like, the Ring of Powers did a little bit better job of showing, like, Moria when we actually went in there. And, like, they did, like, a little bit more of a panoramic view and we got to see around and, like, see some things. Like, those are extravagant. Like, the books give you a good, like, detailed, like, you get to know it. Show me it. Spend me, you know, give me an extended version. I need it. Can we clean up, please, Dupes? I need it. Sadly, RimWorld doesn't have levels. Why levels? Is it... It looked from the, like, little overview kind of looking I've seen, it looked pretty much top down. Is that right? It is. It's top down. Okay. That's cool. That gives it a different aspect. We We're gonna dying Paku somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? Doing okay. How's our breathability? We're running on 1. So this is really surprising me right now. I think last time by now I had like 4 of these set up. It's probably why I ran out of algae. Like Skyrim levels of modability. The good old Skyrim levels of modability. You gotta love it. So can you have like Thomas the Tank Engine be one of the bad guys? Probably. If not, that's a must. The first time I saw that, I was like, yes. Somebody has spent their time wisely. Somebody has spent their time wisely. Guys, I want this cleaned up, please. Are we researching? Yes. I guess we could start working on getting... We're going to do... You're good. You're good. We're going to do our pump system here to go into our sieve. Nice. We want in... Right, the green arrow's in. So we should be able to bring the green arrow just up and out. We're going to put our dump here. And our pump here. I like to try to put the dump right on top of the pump. Green arrows. Okay, green arrows out. I always do that. You were right. You were 100% right. Hold on, let's look at the bridge. Yes, green arrow is out. I don't know why my brain has difficulties with this. It, for some reason, does not accept that. It literally points into the machine and out of the machine. I just refuse to accept that. I substitute the game's reality for my own. Let's run that way. And I'm going to just continue the electric line down and up in. Because I can. That's why. We should... Then I'll probably just run this straight out and over here. What are some killer mistakes? Ooh, so I just got done killing all of my dupes because I pumped water straight from a cool steam vent into here without cooling it down. So it got, like, my whole area here got to like 80 degrees Celsius, and then it just like pumped it into the base. I tend to not pay attention when I like dig big areas out, and then dupes get stranded somewhere and die of suffocation. Do dupes claim ownership of beds? Yes. So it says assign to Quinn, but you can move that. So we can click on it and assign it. A lot of just not like pre-planning things out. I've come to grips with the fact that like this early game stuff, I've tried to like build it before, thinking it was gonna last and I wasn't gonna have to rip it out, but I now know that you're gonna build it and rip it out, rebuild it and rip it out. So you think another dupe would be a good idea? Yeah, I'm getting there because we're starting to build up a lot of stuff and our stress is starting to get there. I want to get our toilets set up here first, and then I think I'll be comfortable with it. I think that is my, like, I think that's my point, you know? I think that's my goal for accepting another dupe. That one's gonna have to be a good dupe. It's gonna have them good stats. It's gonna have to be them good dupes. We don't accept the mediocrity. Good. We're the good dupe only club here. Yeah, because we're starting to get a little spread out. It does look like we're holding the gases in pretty well. Yeah. I've accepted the Jeremy water. We can build the medicine thing to take care of it. The retention of the water. So to me, my thought process is like the retention of the converted water is worth the like recycling of it in comparison to not. We can always throw a little like whole thing up here. One of these little guys, one of these deodorizers. And at some point in time, we'll get this set up. And we'll pump some fresh water in there. I know there's a mod too that, yeah, we could cycle back into the bathrooms. That's actually probably a better idea. Why don't we do that? Good call, chat. Good call. Let's honestly keep those two separate. Yeah, so we keep as much of the germs out of here as possible. Though we're not doing a good job of keeping the slime lung out. Let's get... I'm glad we opened this up. Let's get a deodorizer over here. Yeah, because we should have plenty of polluted water over here to get us our bathrooms started up. Yeah, here, so... Sieves cannot kill germs and pass any they receive into their waste and water output. So like this. There's no surface germs, but there is... So is this clean? Could we have gotten away with this? Yeah, this is technically germ-free. This water, though, is not. I think I had dupes accidentally, like, pee, and it, like, fell in here, so that's probably why there's germs in here. But if this water would go through here, then it would put it back in there. Yeah, that's actually really funny that our polluted water is clean and our actual water isn't. I think there's a mod for like a UV thing. Diachronic, welcome in. First time chat. How you doing? Once they start using wash basins, it will have germs. Ah. Wash basins, wash basins. Do we not have the wash basins? Medicine, it's a medicine. Yes, because it's gonna wash the germs off. Yeah, so let's build a closed loop then, chat. Good call, chat, good call. Alright, so I like to do little doors. I don't know what everybody else likes to do, but I like to set up rooms. Start with 2. This will be the third, but I'm not actually going to build this one. I want you to pause. Just for spacing purposes. And then I'm going to leave space. I'm going to leave space for one more. Bathroom. 3, 4. So we can have 5. I'm going to start off with 2. Yeah, but we can put them on different schedules. So then there are times that they can go to the bathroom are different. So then they won't all use the bathroom at the same time. So I'm going to start with 2. 2 apiece. How do we feel about that, chat? Oh. We think 2 to start with is okay. We like that. We got plenty of room to do more. Ooh, 2 dupes per schedule. Nice. How many dupes do you usually max out with, Captain Muller? $12 to $16. Okay. Now, do you usually put your showers in here too? Because I was going to put the showers like right here. To cycle 2,000. Big old flex numbers there. Get them up, yeah. Unless you want to go crazy. Yeah, I've heard about some people doing like 100 dupe cycles. It's easier to pipe everything, yeah. Sometimes the piping can get a little crazy. I want all of these to be built before I start, excuse me, deciding on how I'm going to lay the pipe out. Are these the... Did I build the ones without the... I did. I'm sitting here and I'm like, why is there no... Yeah. I'm like, why is there no in and outputs? I built the wrong one. You're 100% right, Runacat. You need to use polluted oxygen to survive? Do you not have a vent nearby, Captain Muller? Let's get this running again. Ooh, very little algae and oxalite. Ooh. 3 sinks, 3 toilets, and 2 showers. Okay. Is there any benefit to having the showers in the same room? Nope, not what I wanted. Where are we at? Nope, not what I was looking for. Plumbed wash station. Latrine. Because there's no... The showers are just better sinks? Okay. Because I was going to say, I never saw anything like in the designated rooms here that had... Is that what they're considering a wash station then? And then when you need more, you make it 1 floor below. You just thematically like to add them. I do too. I just, with like there being no benefit to them being like in the room, I was like, I'm gonna just put them somewhere else then, I guess. How big can our 64, 64. I guess we need to build that. Yeah, I think our room is... I was just looking at this and I was like, man, I think I goofed on that one. I'm going to have them build this. See what we're maxing out at. And we might do a sink, a toilet, wall, sink, a toilet, wall, sink, a toilet, wall. I guess that would be inefficient because then every time a dupe came through my room, they would have to wash their hands. So whoever went to the bathroom in the back room would like wash their hands like 5 times. That would be pretty crazy. Yeah, but if I set them all to one way this way, right? And so if I do a sink and a toilet, and then I put a door here, and I copy paste this down the line, and a dupe goes to the bathroom here, and then goes to the next bathroom, they would have to wash their hands here before they could go to the next one, and then wash their hands here before they would have to go to the next one. And down the line, right? So then really I would only need to put like But yeah. Am I correct in thinking that, chat? Or am I crazy? I think this room is going to be like, need to cut off here. Or it's going to be this block here that we have to put. Yeah. So it's what, 72 tiles, and we need to drop it by 8 tiles. That's 3 by 4, so that's 12 tiles. Even more. So if we cut this off, that should be good. Quick math. Quick head math. That should be right. That should drop us down within range, right? Or did I cheat math? Did I cheat math? I could have cheated math. Sometimes I do that. I cheated geometry the other day at work. And it took us about 20 minutes to figure out what I did. You can't cheat triangles, chat. It does not work like that. Yeah, nice. 56. So we could have probably put the wall here and get one more in there, but it'll be okay for now. All right, let's get the plumbing in. Oh, we are already ready to go. All right, so our inline, let's do our inline first. Yes, good morale bonus. I love it. I'm like really trying to focus way more on the morale aspect. I did really bad. Oops. The my last map, and we can we'll jump in it here. I may or may not have run a heavy watt wire straight through the dupe's bedroom. That was a fun event to overcome. They were a little happy. A little unhappy, I should say. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring the input up here and then across. And then the output, I think I'm going to run. Because then we have to bridge here still. Let's run the input up and over and down. And then the output, since I already have it over here. Boom. Does that look like it works, chat? Didn't do anything silly? Because this is where I usually... Let's bring that back up. This is where I usually do some silly things. Input goes up and over. Goes in everywhere. Our outputs, they all come down and they back around and they dump back in. Every time. Every time. This is why you're here, chat. And this is why I paused and we double checked. Because they would have built this whole thing and I would have been like, what is going on? Cool. That looks much better. Captain Moeller, good stuff. Good stuff. Good eye. See, I'm keeping you on your toes, chat. All right? Keeping you on your toes. All right, looks good. Well, let's bring them in. And our water looks settled here. I'm guessing 1,000 kilograms is the max liquid, max water. Chat, you so smart. Not even waste the energy of pumping it in. Chef's kiss. I love it. I love it. You know what? I'm going to leave that there just in case for some reason we need to vent it. We don't have to worry about building the vent. We can just tie that bad boy in. Cool. Good stuff. You guys should be able to get this built fairly easy. We're going to build a wall there, just kind of make sure we keep this contained. Do you think it's worth putting a filter in here, chat? Or we just let this be a gross polluted oxygen mess? So none of it's getting out. We got a nice little water trap here. Is that just a waste of electricity at that point? What would chat do? Let's send this direction left. Put a bridge onto the loop right here. I was gonna let, once we got some like water going, I was just gonna cut this off. I figured once things got flowing, we really shouldn't need to be pumping this in here. It was just gonna be a waste of electricity. I figured the best solution was no solution, so getting rid of it. conserving our electricity. Need to let some out of the loop. Okay, so let's do, if we do, let's see. So we'll need to let water out of the loop. If we do a bridge over here, and then a line from the input spot here to a vent, will that do what we want it to where it'll only let it out when it's full? Or do we need to have that? Yes. If Nightbot strikes you down, I will get it to, I will get him not. Oh yeah, that is dirty water. Yeah, so we want it to just, if nothing else, we'll just dump it back into here. Oh yeah, Nightbot yelled at you. All right, all right. Captain Muller, you should be able to do it now. Runa Cat, thanks for the follow. Appreciate ya. Welcome in. Ooh. Thanks for joining. We appreciate your face here. I did not. All right. Now, I let you be able to put a link in here, and there we go. I told you Nightbot was going to get angry. All right, I got that link. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. You, sir. I'm sorry. I don't know. So I'm guessing we need to look at the picture is worth 1,000 words. We need to look at the fresh overflow then. And that'll go... and be a bridge right here. And then an output. Oh, yes. Okay. So it'll come through. Okay. No bridges needed. Yes. It'll come straight into here. And then we would loop it down and into our vent. I see. I see. Ooh, I remember. Nice. Okay. Let's get rocking and rolling. So we're going to make this just like that then, and we're going to get rid of all of the rest of this. It's extra material that we can have. This will be so much simpler. That's nifty. Just like how those little like game mechanics like that work out. To me, that's one of the things that makes this fun. Love it. Runacat, I want to give you the attention you deserve now for following you. Welcome in. Hopefully you join us every Saturday for some Sippin' Saturday. Getting our coffee, your tea, whatever beverage you prefer to sip. Welcome in. Thanks for coming and hanging out, having a good time. Can't wait for you to be back and enjoy our wonderful Oxygen Not Included playthrough. Alright, dupes. We're going to bring you straight out here. So this is going to go there. We can get that built. Can you... I think you're going to be unreachable. Maybe. Captain Muller, you're coming in clutch today, my friend. Kudos to you. We're doing a lot and we're not paying attention. This can be useful down the road. Car's light to sleep. Don't want you. That's a pretty good... I want digging. Digging and building. A small bladder, though. I'm not real fond of that. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. So I'm going to take the salt water. I'm at the point where I'm interested in getting that fourth dupe, but I'm going to be pretty picky. Stickers! We got a sticker bomb. Love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. This is working really well. Like, incredibly well. I wish that this was working a lot better. But there's not much we can do about that. We're going to need to get a carbon skimmer set up here pretty soon, too. I think that and then getting some like actual farm area set up is going to be some top priority. So if we're going to start expanding some dupes, I want to make sure that we've got the ability to feed them. Let's get rid of you and you. I don't want to get rid of that until this is all gone. We're going to disable that building. We have toilets. Oh, did we build something wrong? This goes in. This goes out. I didn't build something wrong. I just didn't build it. Oof. Big oof, guys. Yikes. What do we got going on today, chat? We got anything extra? Or is today a video game day? Kicking back. Enjoying the weekend. I'm getting your toilets, guys. If you would just build the wire, we would have this under control. I know today is a cooking day. Get some grocery shopping done. Get some cooking done. We usually batch cook for the week. Get it done and out of the way. Oh, yep. Now we have germs, chat. Now we have germs. We were so close. Who else made a mess? It was just that one. Okay. Whew. Can we... I'm tempted to swap this door out to try to contain this floral scent. So then our unfortunate dupe would have an allergic reaction, but I don't think that's going to do it for us. We'd probably have to water lock that in. Oof. Are we dumping polluted water here? The auto bottle. That's something I'm really bad about, is checking that auto bottle. So it just dumps everything out. I'm going to do it. I'm not doing bad. Definitely could be better. Our sticker bomb has definitely helped out quite a bit. All right, all right. Right, all right, all right. We're still waiting on them to clean everything up. We need polluted water, don't we? I've got plenty of polluted water. Breathability, we're fine. Shh, you shh. What looks good? Ranching. We're concerned about getting food for a new dupe. I think we're going to go ranching. Ranching, we could start looking at barbecue. It looks at getting a little bit of morale up as well. I'm down with that. Let's see our cycle here. I think we're okay to do a little deconstructing here. Yeah, because we're already backing up. Oh, autosave. Cool. You can drain on in there all you want. Chat, we got some fun chat little games that you can play while they're there. While you are hanging out in chat, you get little chat points. So if you do like exclamation point gamble, and then it'll be a space, and then a number between like 1, I think it's 500. It does like a little dice roll. And then you can accumulate points. And then if you do like exclamation point duel, and you pick somebody that's in chat, you can duel for points with somebody. It's the same function. Just something you can do with each other in chat. It's fun. Sir Seafrost is usually here Saturday morning. He's a gambling addict. Let's see, what do we want? You at this point, you're good at digging. I kind of want you to carry more because we need to clean things up, and that's going to be helpful. Astronomy research probably be cool. Start getting into some more in-depth research. Let's close this up. I'm going to put a bridge here. That way this is at least close if we need. We need to put some more water, some more liquid in here. Doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. Because this will come out and then it'll be open to receive more. But since we have the ability to build, I think that'll be good. I think that shall be good. We're moving and grooving. I like our setup so far. I think we got a solid little foundation here. I'm happy with it. I feel like we're at a stable point where we can start expanding our food out here. I like this just concentrated loop here. My last times I've run this, I've had this feed back into here. I like this so much better. This was so much cleaner. I had pipes running everywhere. Chet, this is looking so much better. Alright. We are running low on food. So I definitely think we And into that. You're worried about irrigation. Your temperature, 5 to 30. I'm thinking maybe we get the aqua tiles and we come build like a permanent farm setup right out here. It's a sage hatchling egg. It's pretty cool. Ooh, do we have a decent dupe? Shovel egg. Play on words. Ranching, digging, cooking. Allergies, though. Requires light to sleep. Cannot do digging errands. Not a fan. The regolith. We are pretty far away from that, chat. Oof. I think I'm going to reject all. Is anybody going to be real sad by this? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, chat. Boom. I'm really bad about paying attention to sand, too. I dig this out, and then they get trapped because that sand is going to be there. I want to do the farm over here because it's going to be close to our water. Let's research. I want to get those insulated tiles because we need to start closing our base up before we let a bunch of heat in. Shovel is good food. Nah, dang it. Yeah, we could have cracked it. We could have let it live and then cooked it for barbecue, huh? Dang it. Let that one slip. Do some more digging. Don't know what we're going to do with this water. I would like to get it into here, but I think the vast majority of it's going to just end up sitting on top. We can try. I'm going to try for sure. Do we have the hydroponic farm? Yes. I think for this, I'm going to cut the base off this level. Just straight across here. And up. We'll probably do something besides farming down here. So we'll probably end up replacing most of this tile space here with the hydroponic farm. But I want to dig out probably to the edge of this water. Just so then we can get our space alignment set. and ready to go. That's sand. I don't want to do that. But you, priority. Dig a little. Gotta be careful because of the sand. The sand's gonna drop. It's gonna cause a problem. Yikes. How are we gonna deal with this? I want it to be a nice little slope so our water can fall out, but this is going to drop 3 blocks tall. Or is it going to drop into 1 block, chat? I want to dig that one. I'm trying to strategically dig around this. Yeah. Like I said, I think most of it's just going to get stuck along here. Yikes. Let's see. That's an easy choice. I want to build the Great Monument too. I think building the Great Monument and that Rocket Blast Off achievement, main focus. Haha, sneaky, sneaky, we got around it. How much water are we gonna get? Is it gonna give us most of it? Ooh. Ooh. Did I somehow like sneakily? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. I'm okay with that. Honestly. Insulated tiles. Yes. Right there. And I'll probably drop down and I'll like do an extra buffer here. Wherever the bottom line we're gonna decide to go is. I shouldn't have done that. I feel like Hagrid. I should not have said that. I've said too much. It's okay, we'll pop this water up. Are we flowing still or have we stopped? I think we've stopped. I'm okay with that. We got a good amount of water come through. We're still dropping. It's probably because we pushed this up. Alright, let's get through here. And I think this is going to be the extents. Let's check our heat map. Yeah. And so I'm going to do our wall here. I really want to prevent this heat from creeping in. Guys, don't get stuck out here, please. I know you're really excited about building this new, really expensive, awesome insulated wall, but kind of don't, maybe? Because I think my coffee is gone. It might not be gone, but it's cold. So it's gone. There's one thing about me is my coffee is like melt your tongue hot. So cold coffee is no good. I love this. I think this is the first time I've actually seen the sticker bombs. I want to know who did that because we need more of this. Who is sticker bombing? Can I find out? Is that going to be vitals? Bio. You're a yodeler. Sticker bomber. Who are we? Ellie. We need to keep Ellie as happy as possible because I want the base covered in stickers. The stickers are just good. I mean, majority of the artwork in the game is just good, but still. Are you idle, my friend? Ooh, ooh. Algae's always a solid one. Operating, ranching, supplying, digging, researching, operating. Chat, what do we think? Plus 20 on decor morale bonus. Cannot do decorating errands. I'm okay with that. Shabby dresser, though. I think this might be good for our fourth dupe. Stress reaction is ugly crier, so they're not going to destroy the base, which I hate. And they're sticker bomber. They got a +2 to digging. And they're operating. They got an operating interest. Or do we wait for an actual digging trait? And take the algae. This just gives us the, like, not crazy amount of, like, morale decrease. It's a grease monkey. We're not taking the fart, though. Output of natural gas. That's a mess. I had too much gases in my base last time. I think we'd be picky. Renegat, you want the dupe? This is the first dupe I've been okay with. Chat, if we're not gonna, you know, if we're not gonna pick any other sides, we're gonna take it. We're gonna have to build a bed, though. I'm okay with this. It would definitely help. Researching and operating, let's do it. Let's get a fourth dupe going. Let's help speed things up a little bit. Ozzyworth 95, that +10 AG though. Yeah, was that the one that had the farting trait though? It was going to be dropping natural gas throughout the base. Thanks for the first time chat. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm really... Yeah, a little natural gas. The last... So... And it's probably just me, but my last base, like... I had gases everywhere. Like, you name a gas, it was everywhere in my base, and I just couldn't contain it. So, like, I'm super, like, probably oversensitive to that issue on this map. So I'm probably just a little extra concerned about that right now. That 10 AG though is probably pretty nice. Gas pumps. Yeah, gas pumps, yeah. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. We're gonna go straight to digging. Can we get you a better hat? Super hard digging, Ellie. Drilling 2. Update their hats a little bit. Give them cute little hats. Yeah, and like that, I was like so concerned with like a new aspect that I was trying to like tackle and really get under control that, yeah, I kind of just kept digging and it's like, oh, this chlorine packet, yeah, psh, it's okay, it'll just rise to the top. And then like I just kept doing that and I was like, the top of my base ended up being like 4 layers. I was like, oh, not good. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, so we've established our wall. Let's establish some hydroponic farms. We're going to run with apparently copper. And let's look at lights. So we can go all the way over to the ladder. Boom. I do love the challenge of it though, Osworth. How many is that? It's enough that like when you do finally figure something out, it's so rewarding and wonderful. Honestly, we're going to just do this. We're going to dig this out. We're going to get this done and over with real quick. Just real nice like. You love the challenge as well. You won't lie though, sometimes you get frustrated and have to walk away for a little bit to clear your head and think. Yeah, sometimes with like putting all the pieces together of the machine, right? That's where I get frustrated. So trying to figure out steam engines usually start falling off when electricity and heat become an issue. Yeah. Heat has been my biggest issue, which is why like right now I'm like closing off the base. Like heat is becoming an issue right here. Closing it off. Closing it off. I've started to look a lot more at the wiki. And I know there's a handful of people in my Discord that have shared some blueprints and plans I've been using, and we've been playing around with some stuff, so that's been helpful. Alright, let's dig. I know the raiders coming in earlier from Turtle. Turtle, I forget your whole name. Turtle number 13. They came in and they were talking about running some sandbox mode to try to figure some stuff out. So I think I'm going to try to start playing a little in sandbox just to mess with some of the mechanics. That'll probably be real useful. Put one more floor up here. Copy our lights. I want to get two floors set up, I think. One on top of each other. That's 7 apiece. Stacked up. I think that'll be good for now. Question mark. Question mark, question mark. But like that, every time I, find out something new and like get it down, you get to add it to your like little toolbox, and your dupes get to survive a little longer, a little bit better, and it's like, yes. The reward is so nice. Ellie, I'm gonna have to nicely ask you to please get out of that hole. I do not appreciate where this is going. Normally when your dupes end up in a hole like that, it's not a good time. Not a good time at all. Ooh, cycle 21 down to 1 dupe, Captain Moeller. Yikes. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. You fell. Oh no. Captain Muller, I'm about to be in a similar situation here. Oh, jeez. I think this dupe is about to die. I don't think there's going to be much that we can... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, chat. Chat, oh, jeez. Captain Muller, what happened? Did you run out of animals to kill? I probably should have done every other so then they would build it faster. Can you get out? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Alright, stop. See, you little dupes. You pay attention to where you're walking and don't fall into places like that. You scare me, man. Yeah, down here. It's gonna be some... I see you. Oh, God. We already have a way built out. It's okay. I'm panicking for no reason. This is true. We do have a good Paku source down here. Captain Mueller's ran out of food. Didn't get any animal farming up. Takes like 30 to 40 cycles. You don't want to kill them to go through your population. Just a bad map start with a little wild food. Yeah. Well, I mean, you played for a while. You had some fun. You killed some time. It was a little bit of a challenge, and you learned some stuff. Maybe the next like rough start like that, you might be able to get a better go at it. Now you get that fresh world feel out of it. Or you could bring it back. You never know. I try, you know. Osworth, thanks for the follow. The sip's for you. Wish I had some more coffee. Thanks for joining. Hopefully we'll see you for some more sipping, hanging out, having some fun. Appreciate you. That was for our follow goal for the day, so appreciate you guys, you and Runa Cat. A little dance for you. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. I try to be a glass half full, you know? The world can be very not glass half full, and I don't want to contribute to that. I like to be the opposite, so. Try to live my life that way. I have a very, so I have a set schedule. I play Friday night, 5 p.m. Uh, to at least 7. If we're rocking and rolling, I'll play later. And that's usually the general vibe with things. If we're really rocking and rolling, we're into a game, I'll play later. So Friday at 5 we start, and then Saturday and Sunday mornings I play 8:30. I start. Then we usually go to 11, but we've been going a little bit later lately, especially with oxygen not included. We've been getting into some things and running, and not stopping because we're having fun. So we've been playing oxygen not included a lot, but mostly kind of games like that. So we've been playing Sweet Transit a lot lately. But I like to mix it up. Like Friday, like last night, I know Sons of the Forest is coming out soon, and I just got The Forest over the Steam sale because I've seen a lot of people play it over the years, and it's like I played 7 Days to Die before, not on stream, but kind of that genre. So I played that last night. I play Roller Coaster Tycoon, Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 frequently. We usually play that on Friday night. It's kind of just to mix it up. If we play, Oxygen not included for a couple weeks straight, then just to kind of mix it up, I'll throw Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 in there. We usually try to beat a map. We'll try to do something fun with that. Like the other night, we tried to beat a map with only going through and like maxing out the ride stats. So we tried to have like a really high intensity rating on our roller coasters that we built, just because you can kind of get into a rut of like just the blueprint of how to play that game. At some point in time, I'll play some City Skyline on stream. I really like that game. That one gets like really overplayed, I feel. So I try not to really play that one as much. Generally that kind of thing. If I see a cool game, or if there's something that like you guys are like, oh, this one's coming out, it looks really, oh jeez, I might grab it and play it, but I tend to not play anything like crazy first-person shooter or anything like that. I'm not the best at first-person shooters. I get frustrated. I hate people that like camp, that spawn camp and kill you. It's just not my cup of tea. I like to play video games and kind of hang out and chill. Be able to hang out and talk with chat. Do this kind of thing. If I play a first-person shooter, I'm like, that's not why I play video games. I want to get away from the world and relax. Satisfactory. Play some Satisfactory on stream. We'll play that sometimes. So those, just that kind of vibe. Anything we can kind of vibe out to. Nothing crazy. See that button. I thought we were paused. We're going to be playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy. I will 100% commit to that. I promise you that. 100%. I'm pumped for that. I don't know if anybody's seen the gameplay for that, but oof. Hell yeah, whoop whoop. Love Satisfactory. Kenshi. I have not heard of Kenshi. RimWorld, we were just talking about RimWorld earlier. I don't know if you were in chat for that or not. I'm super excited for Hogwarts Legacy. I want to know, and I haven't seen a video for it personally. I don't know if I've just missed it. I'm trying to stay like on the like brink of seeing enough about the game to like get excited about it and be ready for it, but not watch enough that like I'm not super like surprised and like oh my gosh, this is awesome. So I I want to, like, I'm really excited to see how they, like, do the house sorting. Like, how are we going to get sorted into houses? Like, do I just get to flat out pick? Or do I, like, design a character and based on, like, how my character, like, design is? Like, you're going to go up to the, like, sorting hat, or we're going to have, like, a whole sorting hat scene? And, like, we are paused. You know, like, that's what I'm ready for. And then I did see the video the other day. I gotta wait. I did see the video the other day of the character flying around on the broom. That was awesome. Kenshi is really fun. I would highly recommend it if you like Oni. Okay. Is it, so like RimWorld's a top down, and it's very similar to this, from what I've gathered from what we were talking the other day. Is it like a base building kind of survival game like this then, or? So I know literally nothing about it. I don't want to put these here. Chat, I'm goofing. I'm talking too much. I'm not paying attention. Done goofed. We are planting blossom seeds. And I'll put it on my list too. I know RimWorld is on my list. I'll put Kenshi on there too. Just because at some point in time, like, as much fun as playing Oxygen Not Included is all the time, I can get burnout from playing the same game all the time. Playing the same game all the time on stream. And like you guys, watching the same thing all the time. I try not to do it like week in and week out, but having a very similar type game. To where it's like Oxygen Not Included, but it's not. That's why Roller Coaster Tycoon is usually a good one. It's usually super chill. Everybody loves Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's a sandbox game. Basically pick how you start, whether it be one person or 5 people. There are nation infractions. You can hire more people into your clan. You build a base and exploit. That's pretty cool. I'll have to go find some YouTube videos and watch it. Not like I don't watch YouTube all the time. Gotta keep up with the times, you know? Or you fall behind. Then, like, I would rather watch and support content creators than, you know, the big market. Okay, let's close this up. And I find it more fun, you know? There's only a handful of, like, active TV shows that I would actively want to sit down and constantly watch. A lot of the time, YouTube creators are not bound by certain things. All right, chat. We are going to look at getting the rest of this built up, and we're probably going to call that for the day here. We are going to go and raid somebody else playing Oxygen Not Included. So we will shuttle you off to somebody else having a good time. Kirstia, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome in. I am out of all of my liquids to sip to you, so imaginary sip. Thank you much. Thank you much. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Guys, we're going to be playing some more Oxygen Not Included tomorrow. 8:30 start time. That's 8:30 a.m. my time, so if you're on the Eastern Coast, EST, Twitch usually does a good job of letting you know what time that is exactly. We'll pick this back up, but we had a good time today. Appreciate you all being here. We got a lot done. Our base is looking all kinds of good. I'm loving it. It looks so much better. Just such a better start than I've ever had. And that's a large part because you guys are coming and hanging out and watching me put my bridges upside down and telling me so. So pointing out better ways to do things and appreciate that. So thanks to you. But we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day today. Don't get too crazy or get all kinds of crazy. Live your life how you want to. That's the best part about it. Till next time though, guys, you take care. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.